Good afternoon and welcome to day 2 of the 2023 Alfa Las Vegas Open. If today is anything like yesterday, we're in for a real feast on the felt. Our first match is between the winner of the inaugural SVB Junior Tournament, K.Alghamdi, and New Yorker M.Yednak. Your referee for this one, Dwayne Payne. It's 2 races to 4. It's 10 ball, of course, and because it's 10 ball, it means it's call shot. And calling the shots with me in the booth is the wise old man. I call him Jim White. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Mark. Very happy to be here.
Good morning, Mark. Very happy to be here.
Well,
you've told me a lot about this young man at the table now, and this is my first real chance to see him in action.
Well, 2 balls in the respective side pockets, Jim. No shot might have an edge on the one, but nothing he can really go at. But this young man has got a very, very bright future, I think. This is a losers round match. Got beat yesterday.
Yeah, nothing but defense here. You can clip that left edge of the one that's sticking out, but you know, not the easiest safety in the world either. So you got to be really careful here. Oh, did he ever play that nice? Loaded up that cue ball with right hand spin to avoid the double kiss.
Yeah, M.Yednak from New York loves his straight pull. And actually went and visited him in Amsterdam, where he is a resident pro there, along with Torsten Holman. And he really looked after me there, Michael. Gave me a bed for the night in his apartment. And he's got a table in his lounge, and that's it. You can't get anything else in there. That's how much he loves his pool.
He's a legend on the street.
Yeah. So misjudged that kick shot. Early days, of course. They only get a little time to practice on the stream table because, well, they're just not allowed to practice on them, are they, Jim?
Well, no, and we actually talked about that a little bit yesterday, is when you come out to hit balls, you really just want to knock balls in, get your back arm going. You don't practice kick shots, things like that, and then here you saw evidence of it with Michael. I mean, that wasn't the most difficult escape, but he misjudged it. But not the sort of thing you practice leading up to a match.
Well, yeah, you say that, but now the real top pros are doing it. I mean, I've seen Jason Shaw, for example, when he's warming up, he will leave that as, oh, he misjudged that because he was trying to do something with a cue ball. I don't know why he didn't just stop the cue ball where it is. He can't believe it. Or did he get a skid? Did he get a skid? I think he might have got a skid there.
Yeah, tough to tell. Tough to tell. I mean, he smiled as he left the table.
Yeah, I think that's why. Michael's gone for the Jesus Asensio look. Look, he's got the top bun.
Yeah, that one never threatened the corner pocket. Again, Michael's got to settle into this, because this one was a long ways out.
He didn't, what surprised me there, he didn't really get down on the shot there, which is unusual for Michael. Oh, and that's a little bit careless, Jim.
Yes, it was, Mark. It couldn't have finished any worse. I thought he'd play into the 8. He's certainly, well, he's tall. He's got that going for him.
Needs to get some action on this cue ball out to the centre of the table. Well, he's done it. What a lovely shot that was. Well, would have done a little bit further maybe, but
that's about as good as he could have asked for, given the situation. I mean, this is on. Doesn't have to do anything special with the cue ball. The 7 will be there over the side. Just let the natural angle take that white across the bed of the table and focus on potting this 6.
oh, beautiful. Very nicely played. Yeah, Khalid actually defeated Skylar Woodward in the European Open in the Matchroom event.
Wow. Yeah, you don't see Michael getting back to the table in this opening rack.
And there's a lovely little story as well, Jim, attached to this young man. He was actually playing pool on his computer. And his father walked into his room and said, look, why don't we go and try and play it for real? And that's how he started playing.
You can see on his shirts, Saudi Arabia. That's become a bit of a hotbed for a lot of good young players. Some of the top players have gone out there to coach.
Very, very big out there now. I've got a good friend who owns a really nice pool room called Power Break in Abu Dhabi. And that'll Abu Dhabi do ya, that will. Nice start there from Khalid. Takes the first rack, race to 4, and it's 2 races to 4, remember, in the first stage. And then in the second stage, we go to a brand new format where it's best of 3 sets.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. That I think a lot of the players just want to survive the scares of the shootout and get into that 2 out of 3 sets. That'll be interesting for sure, but you got to get to the last 64 to do it, and we had 192 entrants this year for the Las Vegas Open, so a little bigger field than they expected. The organizers have to be delighted.
I've got one of them cues, Jim. I'm going to learn how it works right now, because I don't know yet. Well, again, made a ball. You heard it cracking to the back of the pocket, so he's hitting them well, Jim.
He is, and he's got a clear path to the 1, so he can maintain the initiative here. Can't really see any aggressive option for Khalid, but
yeah, one ball kicked the 3 in there. I thought it went in directly, but it didn't.
You really can't see Michael being able to have a clear path to this 1 when Khalid leaves the table. He's just got too many aggressive options for playing safe here.
Look at that big wall of balls there, Jim. The 5, the 9, the 6, the 10, the 2. He's going to be behind one of them, that's for sure, or all of them.
Yeah, that's a super weak effort.
Yeah, that's not a good shot.
I mean, he had that wall to get behind. He caught that a lot thicker than intended and didn't have near the pace he wanted. He could have got that cue ball right into that wall of colors. Now he may be facing trouble.
Yeah.
Well,
he's overhit this, and
yeah,
he's left it on in the side pocket as well.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, Mark. That's just one let off and another one right in turn. But again, it's early, you know, nerves. I always say this, nerves always factor in the early days for sure.
I thought I just saw Kenny Rogers in the audience there, Jim. There he is.
It is Las Vegas.
Lots of other games going on as well at the moment, and we'll keep you up to date. But you can go and watch any game you want. You can go to tv.kazoom.com, register there, and for a little fee, you can watch any table you want going on. I think we've got about 14 tables going at the moment, so take your choice. And from the next match on, I believe, we will have 2 stream tables going totally free on YouTube and Facebook.
Well, he was always going to be short of pace with this one. Cue ball was never getting back down for the 2. He needed a thinner contact and a little bit more pace.
10 ball, oh, I thought if he catches that, it might go off the 5 on into the side pocket, Jim.
Well, there's another example that was not the most difficult hit in the world, but they just don't practice kick shots, do they, when they come out to these match tables?
Early 10s as well. Is that 10 ball on into the side? Maybe not. Well, it is, I think, because he's come around to look at the gap, has he? Well, he's just playing positions, looking to see where he wants that cue ball then, so the 10 are obviously not on. You may have heard him call for his extension there. Each player gets 1 30-second extension per rack each.
Yeah, both players are showing me they're struggling with the speed of this table. Well, that's woefully short of where he really needed to be. So he's going to have to travel a little with this cue ball.
Well, I've noticed it's a little bit cold in here today, Jim. Would that have any bearing on the speed of the table?
Weather always factors in. Dampness will slow a table down, make it play a little tougher. And I mean, it's new cloth, new balls, so everything's sliding a bit. That was a pretty good shot from Michael. Judged that one nicely. And now the only thing standing between him and winning his first rack is himself.
I know his mum will be watching. Big fan. She comes to a few of the events as well. Morning, Mum. Yeah, this guy can play.
Yeah, he's got a nice steady pace around the table. No, you don't see any unforced movement or movement that's hard to explain.
Yeah, you'll always see him hard at work. Him and Hunter Lombardo do a lot of work together. Oh, he's overdrawn this slightly, but he's just slightly awkward now over the 10.
Yeah, it shouldn't pose any problems though, Mark. He can float this in. Again, he's just settling himself. But this visit will go a long way to establishing a little bit of confidence for Michael.
Yeah, see, it's just made that position not maybe as good. I'm not sure if he played it in the side or not. Focus though, look at them eyes. Eyes on the prize. And the prize in this case is this 9 ball.
Oh, see his bridge hand move there?
Yeah.
As soon as he struck that, his bridge hand went straight right.
And I know you said, Jim, it wouldn't cause a problem when he left himself over that 10 ball. And it did just give that little bit of doubt and niggle in his mind, which made him not get the, yeah, look at him, he pulled it over.
Yeah, that pure nerves, Mark. Like I said, the only thing standing between him and his first rack win was the nerves, and they reared their ugly head. Now, we always talk about having a steady foundation, your bridge hand, and I mean, these players, they practice day and night just to hone their fundamentals, become muscle memory. And then it's all about focus. And that high level of concentration can take over where you're a little nervous, because we all know they're nervous. You've got to embrace it. And here, Khalid benefiting from that miss. So it's 2-0.
Okay, we'll be back, guys, for rack number 3 after a very quick break. Enjoy it. We will.
I like coming off the second rail. That way I guarantee I'm not frozen to the rail.
Oh, there he just went right around it.
Wow.
He said 10 ball this.
Safe here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's playing safe all the way out the left of the ball.
Oh, this has got to be accurate, and it's going to be. Look at this for a shot.
Nice
Glorious,
speed.
lovely
Nice speed.
shot.
Oh, did he come? Yep, he made it.
Just made it.
The rail. Oh my, what a
Wow,
shot.
that was a hell of a shot right there.
But not there because the 10 ball was very big.
Oh, look at this around the back of the
Right
9.
around the back, yeah.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Well, this will close.
Welcome back. Rack number 3 in this year's Alpha Coin Las Vegas Open. Bit of a shaky start from both players. There's Michael looking on. Be ruining that the 9 ball he missed. Another good break, Jim. He's breaking nicely, isn't he? Look, shot on the 2 this time as well. And look where is that the 3 over the corner, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And this is going to
I mean, look at the pop he got on that.
Yeah, but this is going to go a long ways to burning the memory of that missed 9 right into Michael Yednak's mind, because these are there for the taking.
I call that the Pringles break, Jim. If you pop, the balls will drop. It's the Pringle pull break. Let's see what he's oh, he won't need the rest. He's quite a tall young man, this. I'm sure he's got an extension.
Yeah, he's going to have to just force this a little bit. Off the 2 cushions, get back towards the middle of the table. I don't think he's going to worry about getting too close to this 4, just to make sure he clears the 10.
Yeah, he just put a little extension on the back of his cue there.
Well, he's got a bit of angle. He can maybe draw this.
Oh, super nice.
Yeah, well played.
How good are his fundamentals?
He didn't get too greedy there, didn't try to get too close to the 4. But now he's got to pump this in and get the cue ball back up for the 6 next.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, when you've got good fundamentals, you get good action on the cue ball with minimal amount of effort. And he probably exemplifies that as well as anybody.
Yeah, just look at that, just getting that carbon fibre through the cue ball.
But really didn't power that the
No.
way a lot of players would have to.
It's all about the stroke. Stroke, don't poke.
Now this is the shot, just needs to float this 7 in. He'll drop below the 8 and play it into the corner that he's looking at now. And the hard work will have been done. And as calm as Michael Yednak may look in his chair, I can tell you he's churning, because he knows it should have been 1-1 and he should have been breaking.
Yeah, and it's going to cost him 2 racks at least, and he's going to be on the hill after this. Just, he's in such stroke and pinpoint position as well. Got that cue ball on a string, Jim. Kenny Rogers look-alike is enjoying it, and I'm no gambler, but if I was, I'd be gambling on this young man at the table right now to win this match, because he looks very settled.
Well, we haven't seen many break-in clearances, but Khalid's just provided one there. Great break, everything was there, and he didn't disappoint. 3-0 he leads.
Yeah, on the hill. Bring you up to date with a couple of results from earlier on. Tyler Steyer went through on a shootout. And Sky Woodward went down 2-0, so is out of the Las Vegas Open. Got beat by Aloysius Yap's coach, To Lian Han. Lovely guy, so experienced as well. There's only one person in this building with more experience than him, Jim, and that's you.
I'm older than baseball.
4-railer, no. Well, is it dry? It's dry this time, Jim.
Yeah, quick look. I think he's pretty settled that he hasn't left a chance at the 1.
Yeah, look at that cue ball spinning. So, didn't hit it right. He's looking at going over the top of this, is he?
Well, over the edge, but there's no way he'll be playing that.
He is, you know.
Wow. Well, that's You know, this is born of the missed opportunity. He feels, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down firing.
Yeah, if he catches it right, he could go 2 rails and finish on the 2 for a shot into the same pocket.
Yeah, he's only going over the edge of the 4. This is a big ask.
Yeah, snatched at it slightly, wasn't a smooth delivery, just a little bit quick.
Yeah, but fortune favors the brave. He's got away with it. He's found cover behind that 4.
Well, if you're going to miss that shot, Jim, miss it thin. Nice result.
He's called the top corner pocket, top left as we look. Michael buys himself the opportunity.
Start the clock, please.
And there's a 6-10 combination on offer if he can get there.
Yeah, unlucky to double kiss it straight into the pocket there. He seems quite a level young man though. Like nothing would faze him. I think he's playing the hook here, is he? We are playing 3 fouls. Maybe he's going that route. Get him tight, glued in behind that 2 ball. Well, he's got him, Jim. Is it good enough? I don't think so, though. He's got a 1 rail kick.
Well, I think the reason that he's done that is the 3 is awkward as well. You can see the 3 on the left-hand side. No real pocket for it. So he's going to try and extract another miss, and his next one won't be that difficult to play if Khalid doesn't hit this. This is an important hit, this one.
Well, he's against the clock as well here. Oh, it's a good hit. Oh, that was close.
And that's 2.
He will be warned.
And he's going to find himself glued behind a couple colors here again.
Well, he didn't warn him. But he is on 2 fouls, right? Believe me, Michael will know. He's on 2 fouls. Oh, he hasn't hit that hard enough. He's left a jumping opportunity here at least. Yeah. Yeah, Michael just reminding the referees on 2. Oh, he would have loved it, though, to get that cue ball tight in behind that 6, Jim.
Yeah.
So he's let him off the hook there.
Absolutely, that was key.
But we've seen jump shots go wrong before. You can lose the cue ball off the table. Not this time, though.
So disaster averted for the moment anyway.
I think he was just glad to hit that. You mentioned just now, Jim, that 3, that's the awkward ball at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not as awkward now. It's kind of been nudged out to the table a little, and the corner pocket's available now. It wasn't before.
Keep an eye on his bridge hand here. Okay, this time.
Yeah, one good positional shot here. The 4 and 5 are right there, and as I said, that's 6, depending on where he lands on the 5. Possible 6-10 combo.
Oh, he's overdone that. And you see his attention went to the cue ball there, Jim. Took his eye off the ball. Missed it thin.
Yeah, he's a little unsettled, and again, evidence of it, some movement
Well, here's a story for you, Jim, just breaking. What do you think of this? Our friend Rich Moon, the lowest Fargo rated player in the tournament, he got pushed to the loser's side yesterday. He's just gone through by forfeit because Abdullah Al Youssef didn't make it. So Rich Moon is through 2-0. A perfect set. Well played, Rich Moon. The sky's the limit. Oh, that's a loose one again. Let's not forget, is that Elton John up there? Did I just see?
You're picking out all the you're picking out all the celebrities.
Well, I was joking about Kenny Rogers, but I'm serious about Elton John. I think that was him. Oh, what a good effort. I think he's come to pick up Rich Moon. He's the Rocket Man. I'll stop now. What a great effort this was. Nearly got it, Jim. Oh, he's okay. Slid in.
Now this is the shot. He's got a nice angle on the 4. He can play the cue ball down for the 5 to either corner, and the angle he's got on the 5 will dictate how he goes after the 6.
I'd love to see Michael stay down just a little bit longer. And you notice there, he doesn't have his chin down on the cue like most players.
Now that's perfect. He can play the 6-10. He can knock this in and stun right behind the 6-10.
There he is, look.
Yeah, he's having a look to be able to roll through and play the 6 to the corner, but it looks like he's got a little angle. He can drop right where he showed you. Well, why not?
Well, to hold off the set for at least one more rack.
Yeah, you can't see him missing this.
Oh, there's a lovely lady in the audience, the oldest lady competitor as well. Jenny Eng to the right. Yay! Thumbs up from Michael Yednak as he takes his first rack.
Yes, 3-1 still to Khalid, but he's enjoying it. And that would have been a tough pill to swallow if you didn't get that. But
yeah, we're going to step out, Jim, just for a minute. We'll come back soon. And we're back. And Michael Yednak, he's coming back. Breaking off then from the centre-ish. Trying to make those wing balls directly behind the 1 ball. Look at that focus. So watch for the 6 and the 7 here. Well, they didn't break as they might have done. Nothing down. Look at the 3. Is the 3-10 on?
Khalid's having a look.
It's possible. Yeah, look at that. Thin off the 3. Make the 10 off, even off the 8 ball. Look, he's looking. 3 ball combo, Jim.
Well, that 3 ball definitely holds the key to this rack.
Yeah, one way or the other. Could see 2 early 10s in succession here. Cuba will be going close to it though, Jim, won't it here? Well, he's made it work, has he? Well, he can play the 4 combo, I guess. Just avoided the side pocket there. Good effort, Jim.
Yes, I'm a little curious as to what he had in mind, though.
Yeah, that's a poor shot again. And if anything has let him down so far, it's his safety play in this particular match.
No, it's fair to say. He's having a look to see whether there may be a 3 available if it goes to the corner, or possible billiard onto the 10.
Yeah, without being too critical of him, actually, you know, he's just 17 years old, and when you're that age, I can remember, Jim, I never knew what a safety shot was. At 17, it was just pop, pop, pop. Make every ball you can, go for everything. Caution to the wind. I think this is on, isn't it? And look at this, the angle to go into the 3, maybe, Jim. Is it thin enough? Oh, he can't hit it. Look totally different from the above. I'll be quiet. I'll get my coat. Oh, he's opened that 3 up, Jim.
Yeah, that couldn't really have worked out a lot better for Michael, because everything is there now.
And all down in this half of the table. At the cue ball hasn't got to do too many miles.
No, and he'll be thinking probably 3-4 shots ahead right now. They're all there.
Tell me what's odd about Michael Yednak's chalk. Watch what he does when he chalks his cue. When he's chalked his cue, what does he do with it? You watch.
Yeah, he's got a little magnet on the side.
And it's inside his shirt. So it doesn't, it's on his belt. I believe he's using, he's a town sponsored player, as you can see, and he's playing with a new magnetite, and apparently it's the most powerful magnet available at the moment. True.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I didn't know why he had to draw back. He could have just drawn back about 6 inches and wouldn't have been far from where he is now.
Could just want to let the stroke out a little bit.
Yeah, I can't think of any other reason.
Nicely played, good recovery. Oh, has it gone on a little bit? Yeah, little bang on the table, not happy. Puff of the cheeks.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but he may be able to spin this in, play with a lot of left-hand spin as he looks. Just catch the cushion first.
He's going for it, Jim. Good shot.
Very good shot.
Oh, look at this as well. Slow up. Well, couldn't have wished for anything better than that.
Yeah, good recovery.
Oh, just missed the point. The Butcher from Poland has gone through to the next round. 2 sets to 0. Billy Thorpe took the first set against fellow American Keegan Badur, the young Keegan Badur, another up-and-coming junior, Jim. Oh, don't go. Remember before, Jim, when he went close to that 10 ball and it cost him a positional shot? And there you see.
Super snatchy.
Yeah, snatchy, quick stroke.
And you know what? He shook his head before he even addressed the 9. It was almost like he succumbed to the pressure before he even got down to address it.
Yeah, no smooth stroke, no real follow through. Just a quick jab, wasn't it?
Yeah, he really has. He's had his opportunities, and he'll be the first to tell you.
Have you ever been to Amsterdam Billiards in New York, Jim?
No, never.
Very historical room. I've seen some matches over the years, I can tell you. Oh, no.
That was a thin cut, and that corner pocket was always in the equation there.
Start the clock, please.
But he didn't do anything to avoid it. Oh, dear.
And all of a sudden, this match has turned against Khalid 3-2, and Michael's breaking. So he can erase the memories of all those missed opportunities. A good break here, get a chance to get 3-3. Well, Michael Yednak, come on down.
Yeah, you know, make a ball, leave yourself a shot, and you never know what might happen. So this is day 2 of the 4-day tournament. We got the ladies beginning tomorrow, Jim, with the women's Alfa Las Vegas Open. 64 ladies descending. I've seen them all arriving. They're all here, all the big guns. And then, of course, we have the World 10 ball as well to look forward to.
That'll be exciting. A few more players making their way to Las Vegas for that event.
Yeah, and let's not forget also the 3-cushion UMB World Championships going on. 10 tables in another room, and also 310 Predator bar box tables where all the BCA and USA Pool League players are here playing for their trophies. Breaking off his scratch, just what he didn't want. Oh.
Start the clock, please.
Well, can't complain, Jim. It went straight in.
Looking for problems on the table. It's really just about controlling that white. You can place it anywhere on the 1 to get to where he just showed you for the 2. Not sure if the 3 goes past the 8 into the side. But it definitely doesn't look like it goes up past the 7 into the corner. So he'll need an angle on this 2 to get behind that 3.
No, that's not the
No.
best shot.
That's far from ideal. No, even from our overhead camera, it's tough to tell whether that 3 goes past the 7. He's having a look at it now.
If it does, he might, I don't know what angle he's got. Maybe he can just drop this in. Oh, he'll go into the 6. That's ideal, Jim.
Yeah, the 3 must go.
Yeah, must go.
It didn't look like it from our first perspective, but the way he's played that, he's got to have a pocket.
Yeah, never easy, though, when you haven't got all the pocket and you're not right behind the shot. This is missable. What is he looking at? It goes past the 7, does it? It goes past the 7, James. Well, it didn't. Not the way he played it anyway. He's had a bit of a result there, so the jump stick will come out.
Yeah, where he left himself on the 2, he didn't have a lot of options, because that definitely wasn't a full pocket to that corner for the 3.
No. And at the pace he had to play it, it was very missable. Oh, he jumped with his break cue there, look. Well, he's had a a little run of the green there, I think. Not a bad effort.
Yeah, I think he thought he made that. It did everything except go in.
He must have a lot of money. He's got a Starbucks in his hand, Jim. You know all about that, don't you? Now then.
Well, I think he's gone his break cue again. So he must not think that he can see this because he's put his playing cue back and he's jumping over the 8.
Wow. That nearly hit us, Jim.
Start clock, please.
He just took the end of the... Wow, look at that. It's a jump cue and a half. I think that can go on the mishap list, Jim.
Just want to leave a little angle in rolling this 4 in on that 5 just to get the cue ball away from the cushion. Not ideal.
Roman Hebler from Czech has lost the first set against Abdullah Al-Shamari.
He's going to just follow through, get above the 8. At least that's where he was looking to begin with. He doesn't have a lot of angle here, Mark, so he's not going to be able to get that cue ball too far from that side cushion. And he better hurry. He's just taking his extension.
We've seen him smooth stroke, Jim. He's got away a little bit. That's just enough, isn't it? Played that as well as he could have played it, I think.
That's all he could do.
Ah, beautiful. Good recovery.
Yeah, that was the big shot.
I know you were predominantly a snooker player, Jim, in your playing career. You had a short pool career, right?
Not really.
No?
No, I mean, I dabbled and just played a little bit just for fun. But
Were you any good with the jump stick? Did you ever
Are
jump?
you kidding? No. You don't see many players playing jump shots in snooker.
Not in snooker, no. It's frowned upon in snooker. It's a foul as well. So this is going to be the first set then as he finishes perfect on this 10 ball. Just this one then. And Michael can't say he hasn't had his chances, but he will be breaking in the next set. So 4-2 to the youngster. And we'll be back with the second set, guys, in just a minute.
1 minute break. Gonna take a break. Take a 5-minute break.
at that.
He
didn't
went
even
rail
hit the four.
first.
Yeah, I know. But he didn't even hit the four. I thought he was going to
Yeah.
hit the four, but he hit the
Let's
one
look, come
so
back.
thick.
Oh, he's going to one rail. That's right. Perfect.
Oh, beautifully played. Didn't see him call anything. Oh, and he has got it. He's got it. He did call it. We'll soon find out. He has. He's called the 10. He's called the 10. He's got the 10. What a shot.
Straight in and around.
Look
around
at this.
the
Look
world.
at this. He's going to get right on the threes. He nudged the three out over the side. It's perfect.
See?
Yep.
There you go.
Nice shot.
I think he misconstrued, George.
Look at this
Oh,
again.
look at
The
this for a
tuck-in.
shot.
The tuck-in.
Beautiful shot.
Or the
Yeah.
combo, either one.
Yeah.
Depends where he ends up. He makes the bank. Very hangable, too.
Oh, what a cut that was. Again, this is a lot of power in this. Oh, how good did he hit that? Brilliant.
The rail. Oh, my. What a
Wow,
shot.
that was a hell of a shot right there. Hell of a shot
What a
right
shot.
there, yeah.
Shut him completely out. I like
And
that
he
shot.
made it, yeah. That's a
I like
fantastic
that shot.
How he hit this one. Very nice. Very nice. Very well executed. Look at that. Wow. Could have not been in the same pocket or something to the opposite. Look at that. How well does this kid bank?
Skyler?
Yeah.
He's banked it in.
And we're back, and you may have just been watching those highlights from last year, and the crowned champion, right at the end there, the Polish Viktor Zelensky. He's back to defend his title. He's still in the tournament. Billy Thorpe going well. He's won both sets now. He's just changed as I looked at the screen. He's beaten the young Badur, Keegan Badur, by 2 straight sets. Jim, I was interrupting you there. What was you going to say?
No, nothing. I just looking at the highlights and seeing our good friend Darren Appleton, who was here last year. You know, we wish him all the best in his recovery, and we understand it's going real well. And the game, the sport, isn't the same without dynamite, believe me. And so, Darren, if you are anywhere near a computer and watching this, we wish you all the very best, buddy, and get back healthy and let these guys know you haven't forgot which end of the cue to chalk.
Here, here. You see him lining up with the centre spot on that rail. Once again, we'll be trying to get those 2 wing balls. In this case, the 9 and the 5. See if he gets them anywhere near the side. The 5's gone in the side. Oh, it still might. Well, it went mighty close.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got a clear path to the 1, so just looking at the area that he can push that cue ball to. Doesn't want to make it too tricky, otherwise he'll just be back out of his chair to play the shot. So, bit of a gambling shot to push out.
Yeah, I'll bet, Jim, if he could reach this, he would jump this, you know, especially with the 2 where it is, but obviously can't reach it there. And it's probably a stupid shot to play in this kind of situation as well. But he might push to another jump. Look, there you go.
Yeah, for sure. He's got a little bit more distance now, and if I was Michael, I might be taking this.
You've got to. Haven't seen much success with the jump stick at the moment, and didn't even get over the 4 ball there. Oh, look where this 1 ball's going. Don't leave the 110. It hasn't. A few more inches, Jim, and the 110 would have been on. Straight round to look at it, see?
Well, there's
Have some more coffee.
referee Dwayne Payne out there, but Michael Yednak is feeling the pain right now too.
witty words from White.
Extension, please.
So I had a couple time fouls yesterday, matches that we did.
We heard the cowbell, didn't we?
We did. The cowbell threw me off. Didn't even know what that was.
I wondered where I was at the time. Thought I was on a lovely mountain in Switzerland. Or Austria, maybe. We were watching an Austrian, actually, weren't we? Daniel Guttenberger. That was the time foul.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's come far enough with the cue ball here. He needed to be below this 2 to take the white down towards the 3. Has he got a little angle? Possibly. Manufactured it.
He's got that lovely stroke back again.
Yeah, I'm sure he's relieved to get that first set under his belt because he's assured no worse than a shootout now. But you'd like to avert that too. That's a nerve-wracking proposition for both players. Well, that's a mistake. Totally misjudged that. The top spin catching off that cushion. He had to play that a little differently. And he knows he's got to hurry. He's already used his extension.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Jim? Because that top becomes bottom as it leaves the rail. It reverses the spin. So you need to actually play them below centre slightly, you know, and put a nice... Oh, that was a good effort. Is he going to get away with it? He might do, you know. Wow. Wow, a little bit of emotion there from the Saudi Arabian.
But he can count himself a bit lucky. He hasn't left Michael anything.
Yeah, good result. Get behind the 7 ball here, though. Has it got the speed? It hasn't. It hasn't. Oh, he brought his jump cue with him just in case. You don't need it, Khalid.
He's quite happy to put it back down.
Tony Robles would call that unnecessary heavy lifting. Well, this is a bit strong as well.
Yeah, he struck that one real nice.
Oh, it's pulled up perfectly.
Struck
Lovely.
that one as well as he could have asked.
I was talking to Albin Ocean earlier on, James, and congratulating him on how well he played yesterday, 4-0, 4-0.
Against
Just
Billy
never
Thorpe.
missed a ball, did he, against Billy Thorpe? And he said that this new cloth now that they're playing on, the new generation of Predator cloth, is playing much, much better, and it's more of a it's a nicer pace rather than being too icy slick, you know. So things are on the up for Al-Hamdi as well. And Michael walking around like he doesn't know where he is at the moment.
Well, he knows where that Starbucks coffee is, though.
I think he's got 2 of them there, Jim. Look. Has he got 2? He's having a little bit of a limber up.
Well, he was actually doing some stretching prior. And, you know, whatever works, anything to get your mindset.
He's a very intense character, Michael. Very focused, works very hard though. He's always playing. You'd always see him out on the practice table with his good friend Hunter Lombardo and Torsten Holman and Ralph Souquet. They're normally around as well. I'm surprised they're not in the arena actually. Hunter's normally here. I don't know whether he's playing or not. Huge break again. And success. And the one ball goes, look.
Yeah, he's got a chance. Two's got a big pocket, bottom left.
Yeah, get a nice stroke on this, Jim. Draw off the side route, back out.
Exactly right, and he doesn't have to do anything special from the 2 to the 3.
Yeah, look, the 4 is waiting as well. Another 30 seconds to just steady himself. Full concentration, head down. Oh, beautiful. Played it with left English as well. Just held it off of that rail slightly. I've noticed pool players love a nice watch, don't they? Are you a watch man, Jim?
A little, even though I don't wear them, but I'll tell you who is Ralph Souquet.
Oh, no. What's he done here?
You know what? There was absolutely no reason for this ball to be anywhere near in the equation for this shot. No reason. I mean, that's the second shot, the last rack. Remember on the...
He needed the other English on it.
Yeah, where he just completely misjudged the rail, and here, again, position.
Well, if he gets away with this, he's going to be very, very lucky.
Now, I was started to say about Ralph Souquet. I remember when Ralph and Torsten won the doubles, the world doubles in Manila. I was doing that event. I think Ralph invested the winnings on a watch right then and there.
I remember now, Puerto Rico, we were there talking about his watches with him. Do you remember?
Yep.
Oh, yes. Now it's all coming back to me.
Yeah, he's a keen collector of high-end watches, as the Kaiser.
I think he said he's got some he's never worn that he just bought to keep us. Oh, look at this. Nicely played, Michael. Has got the one rail kick, though. He'd like to catch the second rail as well, I think, here. Didn't play to make it, just played to get separation, I think. It's gone wrong, though. Now then.
Yes, now then, what can Michael conjure up?
Well, look at this for a shock as well. Esteban Robles, who is the owner of one of our sponsors, Alpha Coin. He's just beaten the losing finalist in last year's 10 ball, Christopher Tevez.
I was watching Esteban playing Shane Van Boning last night, and he was having a laugh almost after every shot. He was just delighted to be out there with SVB. And Shane was actually having a good laugh too.
Yeah, from Costa Rica, Esteban lives in the Philippines. Yeah, he's got a lovely angle on this to run the cue ball round the rails.
Anywhere near the middle of the table will do.
Yeah, doesn't want to overhit this one.
No, and it's tough to tell whether the angle takes that cue ball into the 8. Can he miss the 8?
I think he can cut it slightly thinner, Jim, and slide it in off the long rail. Well,
Good
he
shot.
could anyway.
Good
yeah,
shot.
Nicely played. Good stroke. Kept absolutely still on that one. All I watched was his head and his bridge hand, and it kept it lovely and still.
Maybe that coffee is starting to kick in.
I like a flat white. What do you go with, James?
The same.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, he jumped up. Everything moved there. And
Yeah,
after such a great shot. Oh, he wanted to bang the cue, but didn't. Well done. Controlled himself. Look at that. He threw everything into it. What did he do there? It's like a break shot.
Well, there's one thing about Michael. He doesn't get cheated when he shows you that he's got a bit of movement, does he? I mean, he almost went for a holiday on that one.
Well, I hope he watches this back because, you know, you really can learn from, well, they say you learn more from your losses, Jim, than you do from your wins. I'm not saying he's lost just yet, of course, or from your mistakes, and that was a bad mistake. Yeah, confident shot there.
And again, staying perfectly still. You know, delivering that cue. He keeps his eye on the ball.
Oh, what's he done there? I can't believe what I'm seeing. Thin cut. Wow.
Yeah, not really sure what to say.
Yeah, he's just having a bit of a meltdown, shall we say, at the moment. And in it goes. Doubles his lead. Very unusual shot. He's shaking his head. Jim and I are shaking our heads. And he's rubbing his head. He can't believe it either. Look at this. Look, he twisted around again, Jim. You see that? And we'll be back to see what happens next very soon. Well, we're back, and as Michael takes another sip of coffee, Jim, well, how do you...
I think he's got to be embarrassed right now. We talked about it just on that break, and he's got a couple hurdles to get over, and he's got to, you know, settle himself and reestablish a little bit of, you know, what little confidence that he's built. He had a couple good shots, a couple good rack wins in the opening set, but when he comes unstuck, like I said, he doesn't get cheated. But I bet you he'd be the first to tell you that no, he's probably mildly embarrassed with how he's performed here.
Well,
And
it's going
it's
from bad to
yeah,
worse,
it's
and
not
he's
getting
played
any
the
better.
cross bank there, and that was the wrong shot.
But the cue ball doesn't need to be anywhere near. He's playing it with a modicum of safety in mind. The cue ball didn't need to be anywhere near corner pocket. He's cut this way too thick. I mean, the one never
He's
came
just putting
anywhere
the
near
shoulder
corner
into
either.
every shot at the moment.
Yeah, he's, like I said, he's completely come unglued. And I can tell you, Mark, if you've ever played at a professional level in any cue sport, when everything starts to unwind, the last place you want to be is out there. He can't wait to get this over. And that's sad. You know, that's just it's an unfortunate feeling, but you know, you go through these type of learning curves, and he'll get back to the practice table, make no mistake, and he'll remember all these feelings.
I think what makes it even tougher is he's had chances because Khalid has missed as well, hasn't he?
Well, we've seen Khalid smiling, and he's probably got to feel like he could give cue ball in hand every rack to Michael, and he'd still be unscathed. But Michael, like I said, you know, he's not here by chance. He's obviously got the parts. He just needs to get back to the practice table and work it out, and he'll be a better player for it. You have to learn to lose before you can learn to win.
Yeah, my dad used to tell me that.
You can tell how tall he is. He's got such a wide stance to be able to get his chin down and let that cue out there.
That was a clever shot. I like that.
Yeah, let the cue out. Played that with a lot of pace.
One of them field shots.
This 5 isn't exactly a hanger, though. A very acute angle into that side pocket.
Yeah, looking at it from the overhead, it looks very difficult, and it looks from his perspective as well. Well played. Played it confidently.
You know, the thing that Khalid has to guard against, too, is he knows that he's got an opponent that is really struggling, so he doesn't want to get bogged down. You know, he's got to stay in his own zone and maintain that high level of focus, and you can see he underhit that. He wanted to be a lot straighter on this 7. 8 ball available to the side pocket. He might have no choice now.
Yeah, another big stroke.
Well, he come with a good shot there, a real good shot.
Brilliant shot. Absolutely perfect. Sanjin Perlevanovic will be up on this table next against Takanaka. This one, though, not over just yet, but he is on the hill. The Shane Van Boning Junior Champion, a new event that they hold alongside the US Open in Atlantic City there. I was there and I got the pleasure of seeing it, and they televised the final, Jim, and they set up all the arena.
You know you've made it when they name an event after you.
Have you not played in the Mark White Classic?
Not yet, but I'll be there to register. I first saw Van Boning in Calgary many, many years ago at an event at the University of Calgary that...
was he fishing or playing?
Oh, no, he was there playing, and Johnny Archer beat him hill in a match, and I remember Archer coming over to me and saying, this kid can play. And he was a kid back then.
He was the South Dakota kid. He's Captain America now. He's got 2 nicknames. Did you ever have a nickname?
Yeah, but I can't repeat it on air.
Write it down and let me repeat it. So yeah, there's action all the way today. We go to 2 tables at 2:30. So you'll have your choice. And talking of Shane Van Boning, he will be on this very table at 4 p.m. today, Jim. And guess who he's playing? Chang Jung Lin. What a great match that will be. Of course, that big challenge match not so long ago, last year.
Oh, just the push. Leave the edge of the one.
Your option, sir.
Referee Dwayne Payne giving instructions to Khalid. It's his option now. And what that means is if he doesn't like the shot, he can give it back. I think he goes for this, doesn't he? Do you go for this, Jim? I do. You're looking at me as if to say, are you crazy? That's why you're here calling the shots, Jim.
No, that's why he's out there playing, Mark, and not commentating.
Well, he's trying to get a lot of English on this. Will it grab off the new cloth, Jim? It did, but not enough.
Well, that's a foul. A cue ball in hand. And was that the last visit we're going to see from M.Yednak in this match? He's down 3-0 in the second set. Just didn't quite get into it. Definitely not his worst effort, but it might be his last.
Roberto Gomez in a shootout with American David Yonan at the moment. They shared the sets. Superman not flying just yet, Jim.
Yeah, ensuring to leave himself a lot of angle. Just flick this in and come down the right-hand side of the table as we look. And he'll need a lot of angle on the 5 because the 6, well, it offers a combination. 6-7 to the side pocket. He may try and get behind it, drop onto it to play it to the bottom right corner as we look. We'll have 2 cushions.
Yeah, same pocket as the 5, Jim, yes? Has he got there? Not really.
Yeah, I'm not too sure he won't look at the combination now. I mean, it's still on to the corner, but he's well short of intended speed. A good couple feet short of where he really would have liked to have been.
Yeah, it's not the first time in this match that that's happened either, is it?
Yes, sir.
Actually hooked himself a couple of times by not playing with enough pace.
Yeah, he's playing the combination, Mark. And he might have nothing but a bank shot available here on the 6.
He's making it very hard for himself at the moment, just struggling for prime position.
Bottom right corner.
Oh, straight in. Well, Michael will know that it's very, very unlikely now. He's coming back to the table and I'm sure he can't wait to get on that practice table.
He's not going to have to wait long. No prizes for guessing what's going through his mind.
I need another Starbucks.
You know, the bleeding is going to end soon.
Yeah, and the handshake, the fist pump from M.Yednak. K.Alghamdi goes through to the next round. M.Yednak is out. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you, Jim White, so much. I'm Mark White. We'll see you very, very soon. Enjoy your lunch.
You got that. Well.
I don't know if I'm going to make the ball on this table.
I agree with you. I've seen it.
Scared to death to shoot.
He shot that 10 down there in the corner.
Yeah.
And he looked at me like I did something wrong, or like I moved or something, and I never even moved the muscle until I seen him pull the trigger and I seen the key.
Yeah, definitely after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thought he made it.
Yeah, he did. He thought he made it. But he looked straight up at me like I moved or something. I'm like, I know better.
I moved after.
I'm like a freaking statue, man. I don't move anywhere.
Wasn't you by any stretch?
And then you whizzed it, and I was like, oh my god.
I tried to hit it with inside English to overcut it,
And it took too much.
and it deflected
Yeah.
more than I expected. I mean, I don't know these tables.
Yeah, they're
I
tough.
haven't played well in this event yet.
It's a tough situation.
Sliding. It's drifting, not sliding.
I feel like an idiot whenever I play in this event. Like an idiot. Like I feel like I don't know how to shoot. I mean, I'm embarrassed with how I shoot. Like it's crazy. Can't make a ball. I mean, I don't.
You know, when I played junior events, it was junior. I never made tournaments. I don't know.
I'm trying to adjust. I just don't. I don't even know where to adjust. Like I don't know if it's going to deflect a little bit or
Did
a
you
lot.
see it too when I... Did you see it?
I mean, every shot I missed was because I didn't know where it was going to deflect. Every single shot. I'm on the 9-ball and I'm scared to death to shoot because I'm far away. I should have took the extension, but I just...
When you shot that 10 down here,
I know. It's alright.
huh?
It's alright.
No, did I move? I didn't think I ever moved until you pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it was after the shot.
It was after the shot. Yeah, it was well after. It was well after. Because I'm frozen that chair when somebody's down on the ball. I'm froze. I don't make
You
any
hit the
moves.
ball and then he got up to rack the balls, but like he
as
got
soon
up
as-
quickly after you hit. But,
Yeah, as soon as you hit it, I thought you made it. I moved my leg and caught up. So I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's alright. It's the thing that I should not think about.
Well,
A lot of players...
you have to if somebody's moving on you when you're down on a shot looking right at them. But
I know, but when you go to Filipino and see the players, there's
Yeah.
100 person.
all over everywhere and moving like
cockroaches
crazy.
running over the legs.
Yeah.
For me, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to
I
finish the
understand.
shot. I love that.
No problem. Like I said, you pulled the trigger, and I seen it going, and just as soon as I seen it hit the 10, I moved my leg because you got rack, and it missed, and you looked up at me like, I was like, I didn't move until you pulled the trigger, so no problem, buddy.
It's alright.
Good shooting.
We get hyper focused when shooting.
Well, the thing about it is, I was watching him shoot after that. And when he's down shooting, his eyes are dead straight onto that ball. He never sees anything out in front of him until after he pulls the trigger. Then he lifts his eyes up.
Yeah, none of us
And
do. Yeah.
and so I know, it's distracting at that point.
You know what's the funniest thing? When my father is watching, I do a stupid thing.
Good luck to you the rest of the evening.
You're playing the whole day for, right?
What?
You're playing the whole day for.
No. I was invited to the last one, but I am to play.
Michael, be sure your next match is in black pants. I didn't catch you before you started. You have to be in dark color.
Gray's not dark.
No, they can't be light gray like that. I know, but they can't be light gray. They have to be black, or dark brown, or dark blue. Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
No
I didn't
problem.
know.
No
Okay.
problem. My bad for not catching it beforehand.
I thought it was dress pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what something is huge.
It's very all over the screen. Sorry.
I don't even know. I saw something like that.
So you said you fixed it, which is what he's saying, but just look at the batch numbers. So it's better to open up.
That was just like a CR number or something, right?
Yeah, it's a real serial number.
Yeah. good guys and great cues.
Yeah.
Really good guys, really good cues when you
Yeah.
want.
Best around.
You know?
I think.
And they undersell everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.